Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is one of the scenario based interview question. So let's look into the scenario. A coaching instructor, Vijay, conducted an exam. Now he is curious to know about the students who did not clear the cutoff 120 marks, as he will have to arrange extra classes for them with his teaching assistant, Rehana. Can you help him by writing a query for this? So here uh, some tables are there, the data. So with that, student who did not clear the cutoff 120 marks. So we had to find that. So let's look into the table. So consider here two tables. One is the student table, student ID, student name, and another one marks table, student ID, subject name, marks. Okay. So two tables are created, and I have inserted some records. So student table and marks table, I have inserted some records. Let's look into the table first. Okay, so here student ID, subject name, marks. So student ID, student name. So in subject name, total records are, that means marks table with subject name, 15 records are there. That is 5 students. Each student has maths, English, and science. And student ID, student name, 5 records are available. Similar 5 records, student IDs also. Now we have to try with this query. We have to get with sum of, like, well, once again we'll see. So sum of marks with cutoff 120 marks. So here each and every student wise, we had to sum up the marks. So for example, let's take student ID 1, maths, English, science. So sum of these marks. So 30 plus 40, 70 plus 35, 105. Similarly, second student, 50 plus 45 plus 40, like this. After summing the records, then less than 120 marks, that is cutoff marks. If we write the query here, first we'll do the sum of marks. Okay, select, I will select as the SID, comma, subject name different. So I will consider as here only student ID from table called as marks. Okay, and we had to do here group by. So group by. So group by based on student ID. So SID. So if I do group by here, how will I get? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So for this, after group by, then what we can do? So for example, here I will write as, so sum of marks aggregate column. Okay. As marks. Okay. And after up to this, we'll execute the first. So I will get the marks. So within these marks, I will filter the records. So filter called as, so less than 120. So filtering is after summing the marks, we had to filter. Okay. So in this case, where condition is not possible. Okay. So we are not direct filtering. After summing the marks, like after summing. So here after group by summing each and every ID wise. So after group by summing the marks, then we can filter. So that we can use with having clause. So having sum of marks less than 120. If I filter this, I'll get the records. So one record I'm getting. So one record that is less than 120, 105. Now I want student name also. Okay. So this is, I know student ID, but I want to know student name also. So student name is under student table, this table, right? SID, SName, student ID, student name. Now we'll try to get with this one. Select distinct, or else first we'll try to write as SName from which table? Student table. Student table. Let's take consider as student table. Yes, S. Join marks table. Marks table will consider as M on S dot SID equal to, on condition is we are joining the condition both tables student ID is there. So we'll join on condition both tables student ID on S dot SID equal to M dot SID. So if I join with this one, first I will execute this part. SName ambiguous. Okay, so both names are subject name, student name, I given with the SName. So that is ambiguous. Let's consider alias name. So I want student name. So student table. So S dot student name. I will consider as student name. Or else if you want, you can consider as both also. You'll get this is I'll give some, for time being I'm giving student name, and here I'll give as M dot S name as subject name. Okay, so if I execute this part, how I will get? So each student name and subject name considered. Okay, all the records I'm getting, but I don't want the subject name. So subjects are different, subjects are available. Okay, so I will remove the subject name. I want student name. So if I execute this part, I'm getting the student names, but student names repeated names, so duplicate names, right? So I want unique name. So I will try to write as distinct plus. So if I execute again, I will get the 5 records. So now we have to apply with the subquery. Okay. So where, here I will write it as where we have to filter this one, right? So where S dot SID in, open the brace, and after then this query will execute as inner query. So let's close this one. If I execute this part, I'm getting with exists only expression. Select list when the subquery is not introduced with exists. Okay, something is missing. Where it is missing? This one subquery, right? This one is executing. If and once again we'll execute this part. So this is getting, and up to this one where S dot SID in, here opening with this one, and marks. So okay, so marks I haven't given with the this distinctive. So I will remove this marks for time being. Okay, I want only SID names only is enough. So anyway, I have written the sum of marks in the having clause. Okay, so now I get the Rahul. So student name Rahul has got the less than 120 marks. Okay, so this way we will try to get with the to find who did not clear the cutoff 120 marks. So outer query is this one, and after then inner query will execute this part. So this query, how it will work as mainly. So let's look into the how this query step by step it will work as. First, the subquery first calculates the total marks. Subquery called as so this one. Okay, sum of marks and by grouping their records in the marks table. Then the subquery then filters out any student whose total is 120 or more, leaving only those who scored less. Next, outer query, coming to outer query, this part. So the outer query uses the filtered list of student IDs to find the names of the students. So, and distinct keyword here. So distinct keyword ensures that each student's name appears only once in the results. So that is the duplicate records we had to remove, even if the marks table has multiple entries for a student also. Okay. That is, so this is the final output of the this one having class. So in this concept, we have used it with the having concept, okay, having class. So this interview question, they will ask simply this question. So to find the students who did not clear the cutoff 120 marks, but we had to do sum of the marks. After summing the marks, we had to filter. Okay. So this question we had to understand in this point of. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.